Last year, when Isaac left, he gave a speech at the end of the year party. I wasn't there, but I heard from several people. The speech was awesome, it was great, and it was long. And I thought to myself, a great and long speech, that's an oxymoron for sure. That's why I told Casey I will speak on my own behalf, so at least I am in charge of the time. An oxymoron, by the way, is a figure of speech where two contradictory words are placed next to each other. Working vacation, organized chaos, safe adventure, useful doodle. This presentation is going to be PechaKucha style. 20 slides, 20 seconds each, a total of 400 seconds. My farewell speech will be quite different. I just want to talk about three things that I love, and India has been fantastic for that. Literature, travel, and hiking. I will start by recommending 5 books that help me understand this country. Most of them are available in the library at AES. The first is Freedom at Midnight by Dominique Lapierre and Larry Collins. In my opinion, reading this book is a must for any expat living in India to understand figures like Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, Jinnah, and the role of the last Viceroy, Lord Mountbatten, in the independence and partition of India and Pakistan. The second book I recommend is The Red Sari by Javier Moro. It tells the story of Sonia Gandhi, an Italian woman who married Rajiv Gandhi, the son of Indira Gandhi, who was the daughter of Nehru. It helps explain contemporary Indian politics, the Congress Party, the BJP, a perfect summer read. Reading allows you to travel with your imagination and sometimes for real. Many of you may have heard about the Bhopal gas leak, considered the world's worst industrial disaster. Thousands died and about 500,000 were injured. A book written by the 2 previous authors described that tragedy perfectly. After reading the book, I wanted to visit Bhopal and that factory, which now lies in ruins. I took a night train from Delhi that it was about 8 hours. I have read that you couldn't visit the site, and my tuk-tuk driver also warned me it was off limits. But after spending some time chatting with the security wards, they let me in to visit the plant. Another book, another story, Pasión India. In Spanish, we have an expression, más rico que el Marajá de Kapurthala. When we say someone is rich, we say richer than the Maharaja of Kapurthala. But very few people know anything about Kapurthala or the origin of that saying. It is a small city in Punjab. It turns out that the Maharaja of Kapurthala in the early 20th century fell in love with a Spanish flamenco dancer, Anita Delgado. They married, she became a Maharani, and that's how many Spanish people first learned about the Maharajas. One weekend, I took a 6-hour train to experience the setting of that novel. My favorite trips in India have been the ones off the beaten path. But there are some places you keep coming back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I wonder will I return to this place again. One tear in the cheek of eternity. Out of all my trips, if I had to choose just one, it would be Leh Ladakh. I love mountains, riding a bike, culture, historical architecture, and this is a place where I could have it all. I definitely want to go back. We all have different preferences, beaches, big cities. As for me, take me to Leh Ladakh. Hiking in India. When we talk about hiking, I don't know why people don't associate it with India. It's always Nepal, Switzerland, Patagonia, but never India. And we have the Himalayas right here. There are familiar treks, weekend treks, 5-day treks, something for everyone. You don't need to have any experience, and great local companies can organize them. For example, this is a trek that I enjoyed, Sandakphu. From a distance, you can see 4 of the 5 tallest mountains in the world: Everest, Kanchenjunga, Lhotse, Makalu. And you are continuously crossing India, Nepal, without having to use your passport. This mountain in the photo is Nanda Devi, 7,817 meters. For 25 years, it was believed to be the highest mountain in the world. I took this photo from another mountain called Naktiva. It's an easy weekend trek. I worked on a Friday, took the night train to Dehradun, hiked Saturday and Sunday, and I was back in Delhi by Monday, 4:30 a.m. About how they measured mountains back in the 19th century, there is a fascinating book in the library called The Great Arc. That's where I learned more about George Everest, who lived for 11 years very close to Delhi, in Mussoorie, and he also had to spend some time in Delhi because of his job. Not related, but sort of. This mountain is Amadablan, 6,812 meters. It's in Nepal, and it is one of the most beautiful mountains on the planet. And what you may not know is that our director, Dr. Harrington, opened a new route to the summit of this mountain. Probably the closer you have been to a serious mountaineer is next to Rand. I want to say thank you and recognize all the people who has been very important to me at AES. I thought of naming people individually, but the list is too long. So thank you very much to everyone for making my experience at AES and in India absolutely wonderful. You know my philosophy, stay up to 5 years in a place. If I leave after 5 years, that's a great sign. It means I love my time here. And when you know you are leaving, you value everything more. My last visit to Mancha Mahal, my last run in Nehru Park, my last chai. I watched the movie Troy with Brad Pitt as Achilles 20 years ago. And there is a sentence I will remember forever. It says, everything is more beautiful because it ends. And knowing that, we value what we have every moment a little bit more. Last videos. As you may know, I live in Jakarta and now I am moving to Kuala Lumpur. Both Malay and Indonesian cultures have a beautiful expression, especially at the end of Ramadan. Maaf sahir dan batin. It means I apologize for any offense I may have caused, whether seen or unseen, intentional or not. Maaf sahir dan batin. Gracias, hasta la vista.